Hi there, it's Justin Easton here from the Australian wheelchair basketball team. Welcome to Newsbreak. It's day 11 here in the London 2012 Paralympic Games, and it's been a massive day out of the wheelchair basketball. Here are the headlines.
After 11 extraordinary days, the final medals of London 2012 have been decided. Canada beat Australia in the men's wheelchair basketball final at the North Greenwich Arena. It was a close finish, with the Canadians edging it 64-58. The United States took bronze after beating Great Britain 61-64.
I thought it could have gone either way up to the last couple of minutes. It was a great feeling when it finally looked like it was going to go ours. But Australia played a fantastic tournament, and so did we. I felt like it was the top two teams, made it through, and I think put on a good show.
It's just opened up a massive door to the world to say, hey, these are athletes. They're out-and-out athletes that can put on a good show, and I just hope it continues through to Rio now.
The rest of the team events also came to their conclusions. It was the same lineup in the gold medal match of wheelchair rugby. This time the Australians came out on top, beating Canada 66-51. The United States claimed third place after beating Japan.
When we're playing on the court, we're fierce competitors and we're getting after it. But off the court, the camaraderie that's there between all the players and all the teams is huge. And we love all these guys, man. It's awesome, and it's fun playing with them always.
Football 7 aside, and it was Russia-Ukraine in the gold medal match, a repeat of the Beijing final.
And that's it! Russia are the new Paralympic champions!
Today, the athletics took place outside the stadium as technicians prepared for the closing ceremony. Crowds lined the streets of London and the Mall for the marathon events. And the streets were indeed lined with gold for Great Britain's David Weir as he picked up his fourth gold of the Games in the T54 category, with the national anthem God Save the Queen played out in sight of Buckingham Palace. Shirley Riley won the women's T54 race for the USA, with Spain's Alberto Suarez Lasso winning the T12 race, and Tito Senna was first across the line in the T46 class for Brazil. All good things must come to an end. So, after 11 glorious days of sport, the Paralympic Games is drawing to a close. With record audiences, organisers have been giving their verdicts on London 2012.
Well, really, I've got to mention the crowds again, but really the way that they've just absolutely come alive. And why have they come alive? They've come alive initially because of the athletes, and then there's been incredible interaction. Crowds at athletes, crowds go up, athletes go up, crowds go up like this. I mean, it's just wonderful.
And Paralympic athletes, past and present, from across the world have met up in London for the first Paralympic reunion. They've been sharing their stories about how things have changed since they competed and the successes of 2012.
I've enjoyed everything. I enjoyed lighting the torch, the flame.
I really cannot see anyone, any country, topping this. I just can't see it happening.
To be absolutely honest, it's impossible to compare them because, remember, I was in the first ones and it was, to begin with, there were only 70 of us in the British team. Everything was on a small scale.
So, London's summer of sport is now over, with a feel-good factor sweeping the whole of Britain. With hundreds of thousands of spectators filling the venues, the Paralympic Games has left a lasting impression, which can be summed up in one word: inspirational.
I personally grew up swimming, and so I've really enjoyed watching the swimming on TV, and Ellie Simmons, of course, from Team GB has been doing great, and just all the athletes have been really impressive, and it's just been really inspiring to see how much these athletes can achieve.
You can see it on the streets already. People are more aware of disability. And, that can only get better. It's not just here in London, it's right across the UK, it's Ireland as well, because people are asking about the Paralympic Games.
It's amazing. I mean, we're normally in school with her and she's just the most lovely girl. And, to actually see her on TV and running in the Olympics is just the most amazing thing ever.
Hello, and thank you for watching Newsbreak.